What I carry with me every day has changed considerably over the last couple of years. And I'm at a point now where I feel good about sharing my thoughts on what I think a good everyday carry setup is. The two factors that have influenced my decisions the most revolve around the concepts of minimalism and my wardrobe. This is going to be a quick video going over what I've been carrying this year so far and how that's changing going into the winter months. So if you like my channel, please consider subscribing and hit that like button. And if you want to skip all the non-gun related EDC content, there's chapter markers down below and you can find it in there. And with that out of the way, let's get started. I used to carry around so many things in my pockets, it felt like I had body armor on my hips. So I've tried to cut back on what I carry and become more of a minimalist, and the first step was getting a new wallet. I used to carry around a big bifold wallet with a bunch of cards that I never used and things that I didn't need in my wallet, and it was huge and cumbersome. Until a coworker came in and showed me the wallet that he picked up, and it was a lot like this guy. This thing goes in my front pocket and I barely notice it, and it only has the essential things that I use all the time and need. If you put your pinky on the bottom here and pull up, it's got 5 or 6 cards that you can fit in there, and these are the ones that I use all the time. And it's just pretty minimalist. It's about half the size of my last wallet, and I love it. The next item I carry in my EDC is this guy right here. This is a ring, a silicone wedding ring to be exact. And not only does it signify the bond that I made with my wife and my best friend, but it also wards off the strong and consistent unwanted advances from demons. Try it out. Highly recommended. My next essential EDC item is my phone. I use this thing more as a flashlight and a hotspot than I do a phone, and I downgraded from a Pixel 3 XL to this guy because the Pixel 3 XL felt like I was putting a small tablet in my pocket every day and it was just kind of cumbersome. So I moved to this because I just really didn't need the extra real estate, and other than that, there's not a lot to say. It's a phone. We've all got one. Moving on to something else we all have, keys. I don't have any keys, and I'm pretty proud of that. I hated carrying keys. If I was trying to sneak up on my wife, it was like a little bell that let her know that I was on my way. Nobody likes a rat. I also had a bunch. I had keys to everything, so getting rid of that whole stack of keys was a pretty big accomplishment on my part. We bought a Tesla recently, and I've got 2 keys to it. One is in here. It's this guy. Pretty cool. It's a little RFID credit card. And this is the other one. It's a phone key. This is a phone, but the app, it's a key. It works like a key. For house keys, the security system that we have has an option to install a keypad on your door, and that's what we went with. It all works good, and I eliminated the need to carry around a huge key ring of keys in my pocket. I also wear this every day. This is a Garmin Forerunner 245 because time is my most valuable asset. I got the 245 because I like to run. I hate running, but I do like to stay fit and healthy, so I run and I work out, and this does a pretty good job of keeping track of my calories. It's got GPS, so it can track routes and tell me my pace, and it's pretty good. This also has some low-key features to save your location. A few years ago, my wife and I were backpacking in the mountains. We went to sleep, we woke up, there was snow all over the ground, and we didn't know where we were, we didn't know where the trail was, and we were pretty disoriented, didn't have any way to find out where we were. And I had saved the location of the trailhead on my watch, and I was able to backtrack, and we got out of there just fine. So thanks Garmin, we appreciate that, and I've been using one ever since. AirPods, 1st gen or 2nd gen. Older AirPods. Maybe less essential, but I do carry them with me every day. They're in a Nomad case, leather case, because I like the brown and black theme of all of my possessions. I have the older version of these because they're small and they still sound great, but also because these don't make a complete seal in your ear and you can hear your surroundings when you're running or working or walking or whatever. So I can still maintain my situational awareness when I'm wearing these. Not specific to these AirPods, but they do link to my watch, which I like, so I can download music onto my watch and then link them to my AirPods, and I can leave my phone somewhere when I'm running or working out so I can stay focused. All right, let's get down to the good stuff. Guns. guns. I started carrying a Glock 43 a few years ago, and the more I carried it and the more I trained with it, the less I liked it. It's a really good gun, and I am a Glock fan, not a fanboy, a fan. I just couldn't maintain solid purchase on the pistol throughout courses of fire because I have enormous banana hands. It was just a little too small, particularly a little too short in the grip. So what did I do? What did I do? Well, I confiscated my wife's P365, and I love this gun. It's been much better. It's still not ideal. My hands don't fully sit on the grip here, but it's much better than the 43. Feels much better in my hands, and I can stay on this pistol when I'm engaging in courses of fire. So in warmer weather with thinner and lighter clothes, this is what I carry. Or if I'm traveling, well, if I'm traveling, I usually take my 43 because this is my wife's gun. But in any case, it's because it's small, and with my pelvic tilt and body shape, I print really, really easily. It's not a huge deal printing, but when I can completely conceal, I feel better. So when I'm rocking a single layer, I like to carry a subcompact, usually. As I've been digging out my jackets and jeans over the past few weeks, I've also been digging out the holsters that I'll use to carry the rigs that I carry during wintertime. This is it. This is what I mean. This is the rig. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger. Like I said, it's much bigger and it prints like the New York press, but you'll never see it in my cozy clothes. I did a video about this gun that I'll link somewhere up here, but if I can manage it and if I can not print, I carry what I'm more comfortable shooting, and this is about as comfortable as it gets for me. A couple other notable mentions are some pocket knives. These are my favorite. They're super cheap. I think they're $15 Kershaws. So now I just try to keep these close by. I have one I carry in the car, one I carry in my work bag, and in the same places we usually have first aid kits. I think almost just as much as a firearm can save your life, so can a first aid kit. So it's important to have those staged wherever you think you'll need them. So we carry first aid kits in all of our cars. We have first aid kits in various places in our house. We have them in our range bag, on our war belts. We just have first aid kits as close by as possible all the time. So though I don't carry it on my person every day, all day, that's something that I might consider part of my EDC. So this is what I carry, and I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, most of the time printing isn't a huge deal. And when you're out and about, people are so into their own worlds and their own minds that they don't notice you printing. And if they do notice, nothing's gonna come out of it most of the time. But for me personally, I wanna be as plain and as ordinary as possible. I don't wanna be a focal point or a target in a precarious situation. And that's the last thing that I carry with me as part of my everyday carry is the mindset to stay vigilant out in the community and to be prepared. I'm always tweaking my setup and finding things that work better for my needs, and I'm always interested in what you guys carry, so drop a comment and let me know. And with that out of the way, I'll see you next time.